Have you ever said yes, even when every part of you wanted to say no? Maybe a coworker asks you to take on extra work. A friend asks for a favor when you're already exhausted. And somehow, the word yes just comes out. Later that night, you replay the moment in your head. You feel frustrated, maybe even a little angry at yourself. Why didn't you just say no? Here's the interesting part. People who struggle to say no are often seen as kind, helpful, and easy to be around. But underneath that kindness, there is sometimes something much deeper happening. In psychology, there's a concept called people-pleasing behavior. Researchers like Harriet Bracker, who studied approval-seeking patterns, noticed something fascinating. Some people aren't just being nice, they're trying to stay safe emotionally. Because for them, saying no doesn't just feel uncomfortable, it feels dangerous. Over time, you start to see that there are often two types of emotional patterns. The first type of person can say no without much guilt. They understand their limits. They disappoint people sometimes, but they recover quickly. The second type struggles deeply with it. They overthink every request. They imagine how the other person might feel. They worry about being seen as selfish, difficult, or unkind. So they say yes, again and again. But the strange part is, this pattern usually doesn't begin in adulthood. It often begins much earlier, in childhood. Imagine a kid growing up in an environment where love feels conditional. Maybe they were praised when they were helpful, quiet, and cooperative. Maybe conflict in the home felt tense or unpredictable. So the child learns something very quickly. Being easy makes people happy. Disagreeing causes problems. And slowly, without even realizing it, they develop a strategy. Keep everyone comfortable. Avoid tension. Don't create conflict. As adults, this strategy can look like kindness, but internally it can feel very different. Because every time you ignore your own boundaries, your mind keeps score. You might notice a quiet resentment building. Small favors turn into emotional exhaustion. Simple requests feel heavy. And your body often knows this before your mind does. You might feel a tightness in your chest when someone asks you for something. Your shoulders tense up. Your stomach feels slightly uneasy. This isn't random. Your nervous system is reacting to the pressure of holding in what you really want to say. Over time, constantly overriding your own needs can create chronic stress. Not dramatic stress, but quiet, steady tension. And the difficult part is, people around you may never notice, because on the outside, you still look helpful, still reliable, still nice. But here's the deeper truth that many people slowly discover. Real kindness and self-abandonment are not the same thing. One comes from generosity, the other comes from fear. And the difference often comes down to one small ability, the ability to pause and ask yourself a simple question. Do I actually want to do this? Not, will they be upset? Not, what will they think of me? Just that one question. Because saying no doesn't mean you stop caring about people. It simply means your needs exist too. And interestingly, relationships often become healthier when this balance appears. People learn your real limits. Your yes becomes more genuine. Your presence feels less forced. And slowly, the quiet resentment fades. Saying no isn't about becoming cold or distant. It's about becoming honest. Not aggressively honest, just calmly honest. A simple sentence like, I wish I could help, but I can't this time. No long explanation, no apology for existing, just clarity. For many people, learning this takes time, sometimes years, because you're not just changing behavior, you're teaching your nervous system that conflict doesn't automatically mean rejection. And that lesson takes patience. If any part of this felt familiar, you're definitely not alone. A lot of thoughtful, empathetic people struggle with this exact pattern. And the fact that you're aware of it already means something is shifting. This is Mind About People. If you enjoy exploring the quiet psychology behind everyday human behavior, you're welcome to subscribe and stay with us. No pressure, just thoughtful conversations about how people really work. If this topic resonates with you, there's another video on Mind About People about the psychology of people-pleasing that you might find interesting.